Hey, what's up? It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. How y'all doing? I am actually not in front of the camera at the moment. This is actually my brother Kai.
Hello.
He is holding something quite special, and this is something he picked up. And we wanted to have occasionally some videos about military firearms and other firearms throughout history. And this one is just near and dear to, I think, both me and my brother's hearts, especially playing like old Call of Duty games and all those kind of stuff, but also just real life, getting to see it and experience it. So I'm gonna get some close-ups. And Kai, if you want to explain a little bit about the history of this gun, what it is, and some of you probably recognize it already, but go ahead.
Yeah, so if you guys are just looking at it, layman's terms, it's a Tommy gun. So you've seen it probably in Home Alone. If you played Battlefield 1, it's a weapon that you can get there, which actually did not exist at the time because it was not patented until 1920.
Yep.
Then if you played Call of Duty, this is the Thompson. Now this is the civilian model. So this is a 1927 A1 model. This was the one that you could buy over the counter because you were not you were allowed to buy fully automatic machine guns for quite a while in the United States before it was illegal to just buy them over the counter.
Now, real quick, what company makes this?
This one is an Auto Ordnance, which happens to actually be the original company that's been building them since the 1920s.
Okay, so it's not an actual World War II weapon, but it's
Correct.
built by the same company that's been producing them since then.
Yes, this is not a fully automatic. This is a semi-automatic. Now, that's one thing people have asked me multiple times. Is this a reproduction? Yes and no. It is a modern production of an old rifle. It's not an original, true, fully automatic, but it is a gun made by the original company. So, you know, it'd be the same thing as if you bought a modern Colt single-action Army. Is it still a Colt? Yes. Is it still a single-action Army? Yes, but it's just not one from the 1800s.
Gotcha.
So it's the same sort of scenario.
So how much does it weigh unloaded?
It weighs 13 pounds unloaded, and the drum mag, I don't know how much it weighs loaded.
I'm sure it's several pounds for sure.
Definitely heavy.
And this is a 50-round drum.
Yeah, you can buy 50 and 100 round drum mags. This one's a 50.
Okay. And right now, is it fully loaded?
It is fully loaded.
Yep. Oh, we can even see down in there real quick and get the bullet. Look at that. It's
and I
ready.
do have the gun on safe when we are pointing it in a safe direction.
What's the safety on this gun?
So here I'll
Because
go
I
ahead
haven't
and just
really.
flip
I've
it
held
over.
it just a little bit, but I haven't actually experienced much of it.
So if you've messed with any modern firearms, this gun is not very ergonomic. It's kind of hard to get that switch. That's your fire and safety switch.
Where?
This is your mag release.
Point it out.
Right here.
That right there.
This
okay.
is so it is on safe. This is your mag release. It's also not the most ergonomic. You can definitely tell.
That's hilarious. You have to push that up towards the top of the gun.
Yes. Oh, and I about just lost.
Yeah.
my
Don't don't do that.
So, yeah, the military models did not have this ribbing. They had a standard fore-end, like a shotgun or just a regular rifle. The bolt was on the side, and the barrels were much shorter.
Cool.
So that.
And
was
from
just
what
kinda-
I've seen of pictures, the Mafia would take off the stock and possibly even shorten the barrel so that way they could hide it under their coats, because they'd also put just a stick mag in it, so it was much lighter and then could be concealed until it was time to essentially
Correct.
like.
And there are some models that just have a button
Tear
that
someone
make
up.
it just slide off.
For
this one
the
is
stock?
to screw.
Huh.
Yeah, I can unscrew these two screws and we can take the stock off.
Oh, that's
the stock
really cool.
Is not like necessary for. Some
So-
stocks are necessary for the firearms function. This one is not.
Awesome. You ready to?
I am always ready to shoot a gun.
Let's
So,
do it. All right. We got just some targets down here. We're
what are you
gonna
shooting at?
zoom in just a little bit. Oh, it's struggling. There we go. Okay.
Do you want me to shoot at the paper, or do you want me to shoot at...
I don't care. I'm gonna try and get you in focus. I think we're gonna have to re-unzoom. There we go. Go for the metal target.
It's shooting a little low right. There, we got a misfire. This is what happens when you're doing a live video.
That's all right.
So, it is jammed. All right, so now this is the fun part, is I almost need 3 hands because...
You want to help him real quick? Try not just to get
All right.
your hind end in the shot here.
Can you pull the mag out, Dad?
Oh, we see the...
Yep, there was just a jam.
Huh.
Which that's also why the drum mags are finicky. So,
High rate of fire until it locks
this.
up like this, and then you got a problem.
yep. So, Luckily, I brought out a stick mag that shouldn't have this problem.
Oh, a stick mag, let me see it. Nice.
It only has 15 rounds in it. I believe this one holds 20 or 30.
Cool. So, not fully auto, but you can pull the trigger as fast as you can and have some fun with it.
Correct. Did you get it straightened out? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, my father seems to think that we got the thing. Let's give her a crank on the wheel, Dad. Can you?
Which way?
Righty-tighty.
As you can see, especially older firearms, they have
Give it one more
interesting issues that they just come with, and that's the.
There you
I think that's the fascinating thing about older firearms, that
All right.
they were figuring out, just like old tanks in World War II, especially
like
World
a
War II, they're
2-minute
figuring stuff
operation.
out.
So you really gotta work with this gun. It's not very user friendly. If you've ever messed with modern firearms like an AR-15, gun is much more user friendly in the way that you can.
So Kai, speculate for a second then.
It's so heavy.
Why do you think this was the preferred thing for the Mafia in the day?
Because this was one of the premier submachine guns. If you look at World War I era, we really didn't have true submachine guns yet. So this is one of the earlier submachine guns, especially since in most other countries it seems like they were mainly military models. It wasn't like something that was really getting mass produced. Like machine guns weren't. It was kind of a train of thought. Back in World War I, everyone wanted bolt actions because they thought slower rate of fire meant more accurate rate of fire. So even light machine guns were prevalent in World War I, but still not something that was used very often. So, you know, whenever this came out, this was a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's a large caliber, it's 45 caliber, so you can lay down quite a bit of fire and put quite a big holes in people and things. So
And I mean, that's the reality of like its use in World War II and then with the Mafia, and that's... Could you technically hunt with this gun?
Technically, yes. In Missouri, you do have to have a 10-round magazine or less.
Okay.
So, which they do make. Magazines are very expensive for this gun. And you have to have hunting rounds, which means either hollow points or lead tip, which do exist for the 45 ACP. So technically, yes, you could hunt with this. I would not, because it's just stupid heavy, and I really don't feel the need to hunt a deer with a Tommy gun.
Does it feel accurate at all at points, or is it more just spraying lots of bullets?
It does feel accurate. If you look at the targets a little bit, I was aiming for the dead center, and part of it could be just because this thing is so heavy, but it is shooting a little bit low and a little bit to the right.
Okay.
Now, I can't adjust for left and right, but I can adjust for height just a little bit. I am going to try to go ahead and move up the back sight. Back sight has like an old military style elevated sight. So I'm going to go ahead and crank that up just a hair, and we'll see if that helps. And we're going to try the drum mag again. So
Cool. And if you don't mind, I'd like to get a few shots in for this, because this is awesome to see, but to also get to hold it and shoot it too. That's the reality. You can do it.
Go again.
What'd it do?
I didn't do nothing. There it went.
Okay.
Just babied it too much, and that's some of these guns people don't understand about guns. They want to baby them. They want to act. Some of these guns you have to get rough with. That's how they're meant to be used. These have really strong springs in them, so you have to rack it hard.
Yeah. Nice. I got some close-ups just now of the target.
Yeah, and so it's fairly on. It's hard to hold on target just because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
So if you want to switch me, I have put the gun on safe.
Okay.
And
Here's what I'm going to do.
Dad does want to shoot it as well.
Okay. Careful your hand right there. Ready to come over there.
It is on safety. You'll have to crank it back to the forward position.
Back here?
Oh.
Nope.
What do I gotta do?
Safety is right there.
Yeah.
Forward position.
I don't know what that means. So
Flip it down.
down?
Down and forward.
Oh, okay. So
There you
spin it over. Got it. And it's ready to go?
Yep, it is ready to go.
Oh no!
All right, it looks like we had another jam with the drum mag. So, yeah, go ahead and put it on safe. So this is something, again, the military did not issue them with drum mags.
Yeah. Do we need to?
Go ahead and leave it shut for now. I don't know, do you want to go ahead and continue?
No, I think this is a good place to stop. I got to fire a few times, put some rounds down in, hit the metal target. Overall, this thing, I mean, it's so stupid heavy, but it is, you know, you've got something that's going to do, especially on a battlefield, a lot of damage. It's going to do your suppressing fire. This is awesome. And it's fascinating that you could technically hunt with this, but just to hold something that, in essence, a military person on the battlefield of World War II would have actually had in their hands in some form.
Or Al Capone, or...
Well, exactly. Like, that's the
Elliot
reality
Ness,
that we
if you
have
guys are familiar.
These are things that somebody else would have been using back in the day. And granted, theirs would have been full auto, so it's a whole different experience. I didn't get to see that or even squeeze the trigger really fast, but still, just, it's amazing. Just to experience something that isn't supposed to be for our modern time, but yet we get to still experience it today. That's awesome. And that's, yeah, this is great stuff. Thank you for letting us be a part of this, get to shoot it. And I hope for those of you that get to watch this on YouTube, you've understood that, you know, going back and discovering bits of history, it's the thing that Keepers of Nerddom loves to do too. So I've been Cody, my brother Kai, the Keepers of Nerddom today. Take care. Bye, y'all.